So this is water. Ignore this on t-shirt. Okay. In order for you to be okay, you need to be okay with not being okay. Because if you're not okay with not being okay, you're just going to continue not being okay. So you need to be okay with not being okay. If you're nervous, if you're stressed, that's fine. That's okay. You're allowed to be that. Because those emotions, those feelings are only trying to protect you, to keep you healthy, to keep you well. It's just important to understand where those feelings are coming from and to remind yourself in a deeper layer that you are always safe. Because you are. And so you need to be okay with not being okay sometimes in order for you to be okay. Because you can never let go or lose something that is vital to your existence. That your existence is entirely dependent on. Or that who you are is entirely dependent on. Because, okay, let's try and conceptualize who you are. Well, who you truly are at the core, before anything, before any words, even though I'm still going to use a word to describe it, it is not limited to the word, and that's the idea. And it's your consciousness. I don't know why the phone just flipped, but it did. Also, it's a bit tilted, I don't know why, but it is. And your consciousness, your awareness, and you can't measure your consciousness. It's not bound to the word that I just said. It is an energy. It is your awareness inside of your body. It is you in the purest form. And so you can't point to it the same way I can point or grab and say that this phone case begins here and ends here, and this is the phone case. Your consciousness is not the same. Your consciousness is boundless. You don't have consciousness. You are consciousness. And that's why you can't pinpoint it. So yeah, that being said, let the energy inside you flow freely. Let go of the things that you need to let go of in order for the energy to be able to do so. Get comfortable. Understand that no matter what happens, you are safe. And then your life will begin. Living will begin. Instead of surviving and fighting, which is okay as well. Surviving and fighting is okay too. You're allowed to do that. If you want to live a better life, or I don't know how to word this in a way. If you're done just surviving and fighting, if you're done with that and you want to do something else, then understand that no matter what happens, you are safe. That's the next step in our evolution, I would say, as a species, is to understand that we are the only threat. It's us to each other. We are the same family, the same species, but we decide to create so much division within ourselves. For what? For nothing. Because we don't understand who we are. We don't know who we are. Everyone's lost and confused. We don't know where we came from. We don't know where we're going. We're just surviving and fighting until someone can give us the answer of why we're here. I don't have the answer because it's not a set answer. It can't be. It's infinite. You create the answer. So why not make it the most exciting, loving, connecting experience? Because you can. And also, if we live in a world where both extremes can exist so easily, where you can see such contrast in anger, hatred, division, separation, and then you can also see so much love, unity, compassion, and understanding. That's only capable of existing in a universe from which the fundamental essence of it is unconditionally loving, and in a way neutral. But neutral also can't be just like emotionless or stagnant. It's ever moving. It's infinitely expanding, which is the universe scientifically is doing. It's infinitely expanding, and it's doing so rapidly. It's increasing as it's expanding, which makes no sense to someone who's trying to deduce something that is indeducible to a scientific conclusion. To someone who's trying to deduce the universe into a specific scientific conclusion is going to fail, because that's not the nature of how it works. The nature of how it works is to infinitely expand, and it's only going to do so. And to understand it, you have to align yourself with that idea. And obviously, we have human brains and human bodies that, you can say your birth date is this date, your end date, or not end date, your death date is whatever date that is. So we have human bodies and brains, and in a way we are limited, but we are also consciousness. We have the ability to expand. Our spirits, our intuition, our minds, our hearts, they can expand. I don't know what I'm doing with these videos. I don't know what I'm gonna keep doing with these videos. I just like talking about stuff. Also, it helps me just process kind of the things that I think about or feel. And I think that's very useful. I would also love for it to resonate with people, for people to enjoy it. That would be really cool. But if not, that's completely okay, obviously. And yeah, that's it.